pretty uneventful day at work. We cut some timber. We didn't get a lot cut. Kind of the first day on a new track, so it was a farm that I'd been on but hadn't really explored and been on. It's one of the farmers over there. It's part of their farm that we've cut so much timber on already this fall, or this winter. I guess winter's kind of on the downhill slide of winter. I guess time flies. Got a lot of timber to cut on them. You'll see us cutting a lot of pallet material on them here in the weeks to come. Walnut will kind of start. Even though we do cut walnut year-round, we like to cut walnut year-round. Walnut will start kind of winding down for us here the next few weeks, where we'll start cutting a lot more pallet material, which I'm fine with that, which is part of the reason this guy here is going to come into play. I was hoping to, through all the craziness last week with all the crazy weather, I've been to tinker around on this thing a little more. I've been to tinker around on the Peterbilt a little more. The only progress I made on anything was on the Peterbilt. I actually priced, instead of painting the Peterbilt, we're going to wrap it. So I actually went and priced a wrap and kind of picked out what the wrap's going to look like, kind of more of a traditional truck, you know, the Seminole design on it, you know, like you see on a lot of the older trucks, which I think is really cool, and that's kind of what I want to go with on that Peterbilt. So tomorrow you'll see in the video, we did move the skidder today. I'll be honest, I think I cut like 8 trees today. I didn't cut much. Dad cut probably just as many. So tomorrow we're going to try to drag, and Dad and I were both talking about this today. We'll probably have to bring the dozer over this week, because as wet as it is, it's in the 50s right now. It's supposed to be a high of 67 tomorrow, which it could be higher. Last Tuesday morning when I left my house here, I had negative 20 on my temperature gauge. So if we're going from negative 20 to 67, we're talking almost, what, a 90-degree swing in temperature. That's a outlandish in just a week's time, a temperature swing. But at the same time, being here in Missouri, I'm not surprised that we see this kind of weather. Maybe not negative 20, because that's honestly the coldest I've ever seen it here. But we see temperature swings like that all the time in crazy weather. So the bad thing is right now, it can turn off and be wet until May, June right now, which judging by the way the last couple of years have been, that wouldn't be uncommon or out of the ordinary. So we could turn wet and we could be on tracks for a while as far as the dozer and the skid steers logging goes. It's just something you got to deal with, and we're fortunate enough we got tracks, we can go to work. But yeah, as Dad and I were talking, I kind of got down the rabbit hole there. As Dad and I were talking, we're probably going to have to bring the dozer over and do some logging with tracks, just to keep wood moving. And we've still got a lot of timber to cut, but this crazy weather, man, you never know what's going to happen. So I wanted to go ahead and get a video out today, because it's been over a week since I posted the video. The last video we posted was kind of the day after we brought the truck home here. I'm kind of anxious to get this thing on the road. I'm ready to start driving it. I've actually been spending more money than I probably need to on it, or look at spending money, because it's a nice old truck. It could be a little nicer, you know. I'm still a kid, you know, so when it comes to a truck or a car, you know, you kind of want to trick it out a little bit. So we definitely want to do some little twists and turns to the Mac here, kind of make it look a little better. But I'm excited about that. I'm excited to be in it every day. I kind of enjoy being in a truck. Now, I wouldn't want to drive long haul or haul logs day in and day out, you know, 10, 12 hours a day, but I think I'll enjoy driving this to work quite a bit. Anyway, guys, enjoy today's video. It's short. There's not much to it, but I wanted to let you know I'm still alive and kicking, still breathing. So hopefully the next few days we can get some videos out, because they're going to be some muddy videos, that's for sure, because all this snow is just about melted off today, and what isn't off today will be off tomorrow. Guys, thank you. Hello. Most of you probably don't remember me. I'm Daniel Turner, and I cut logs. It's been a while since we've done anything with the crazy weather we've had here in Missouri. This time last week, it was, of course, all this white stuff you see that's still here. This time last week, we were getting about 8 inches of it. Temperatures were down around 0 or a little below. Last Tuesday morning, I had negative 20. And tomorrow, which will be Tuesday, it's supposed to be a high of 67. So how's that for some extreme temperature changes? Anyway, we're back over here kind of in the same area, cutting the same type of trees we always cut. Working on this hillside. I will say this, working on this little hill with this melting snow is pretty rough because this is slick. It's already up in the 40s today. Of course, sun's shining, so this stuff's starting to melt pretty quick. I don't really know how much we'll get done this week with ground conditions, how they're going to be. We're just going to try to make the most of things. I didn't really have a chance to make any kind of videos of any kind last week because we didn't do anything. We didn't work on any trucks. We didn't cut any trees. We looked at timber one day. That was about it. It was a slow week. This week should be a little better, but at the same time, it's gonna get sloppy, gonna get nasty. Ground's gonna get soft. I think we can get these here at the cable skidder easy enough. This is a little rockier ground, just this little ridge right here, kind of a plateau on top, and it shoots down to this creek bottom. There's not a big bunch of them right here, so probably one of those weeks where we kind of bounce around a little bit. We'll just try to get a few thousand feet of walnut out this week. No records set or broken. But we're happy to be doing something, I know that. Anyway, Dad's on up the way there. You can see I've got a 2 or 3, well 3, 1, 2, and 3 cut down through here. I've got a couple more right here where I'm at. Nothing spectacular. Got a little size to them, but just good lumber logs. You see trees like that, they need to be cut anyway because in kind of rough shape. I did not bring my tripod to do any filming because honestly, when Dad and I started looking at this part of the farm, I didn't know if we'd get to do any cutting or not. So we'll try to cobble together a video today for your viewing enjoyment, and we're going to get back to work. Well, that's something. That's a good way to start a Monday. I thought I could fall that thing right on top of that other one, but I did not get it pulled around there. Seems like when you take a few days off, you come back, you're always a little rusty or you get out of rhythm. That's definitely how I feel today. Those are never fun to get down for a couple of reasons. One, it's probably going to tear that little tree up. I hadn't planned on cutting that tree because I'd like to see it grow. Now, it is big enough to make a log. Now, what's going to happen is when we pull that down, it's probably going to tear the top out of it, so we'll be forced to cut a log out of it, which is good. We can salvage it, but I really hadn't intended on taking that piece down. But accidents happen. You just try your best to prevent them, but still. I really, went the 1, 2, 3 step process here, thinking I'd just stack them all on top of each other and come down to the grand finale, and I messed that up. Anyway, life goes on. I wonder what Dad's getting cut over there. I think we got 1, maybe 2, if I can get swung around here. Got a couple more left here to cut. I'm going to cut that one right there, even though it's not very good. Got that dead spot in the top. We'll get it down. It's never going to do any better. That little piece there is not big enough for a log. It's dead the whole way up. Looks like an old lightning scar. There's that piece there. It's not really... Yeah, we could probably cut it. I don't know what to do on it because chances are it ain't very good. Some of these here on these hillsides like this can be pretty ornery trees, as you can tell. Hey guys, if you like what you see, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for all of our latest videos.